How you doing? Today we're going to talk about how to manage cravings during the first week when you're trying to change any habit. It doesn't matter if you're stopping drinking, whether you're stopping smoking, whether you're trying to get processed foods out of your life, whether you're trying to stop watching too much Netflix or anything else. The principles are going to be exactly the same, right? So to narrow things down a little bit, I want to concentrate on three key areas. The first is what you focus on is what you get. Number two is your level of commitment, and number three is your inner narrative. And at the end of the video, I'm going to give you three practical steps for dealing with any cravings, right? So first, let's talk about the concept of what you focus on is what you get, right? I think it's important to focus your time and your energy on what you want rather than what you want to get rid of. So what you're moving towards instead of what you're moving away from. When you're trying to break a habit, it's natural to think about the habit that you're leaving behind. But this can make your cravings a lot worse, right? Instead, try to shift your focus towards the positive benefits, the positive changes that you're going to be making in your life, all the new habits that you're going to be building that are going to make your new life a lot easier. And try to see yourself as the person you want to become, and focus instead on instead of what you're missing out on, you're looking at what you're gaining. And the truth is that you're not missing out on anything, just more misery. Next, let's talk about your level of commitment. I think it's vital to fully commit to your new habit, especially during the first few weeks. It takes a while to break most of the habit, and it's in those first few weeks where you are going to be most vulnerable to the cravings, to the temptations, to return to your old ways. So having 100% commitment to the new habits that you want to build and focusing on them instead of the habits that you want to get rid of, this is all going to keep you moving forward and in the direction that you want. That's basically all we're trying to do here. Also, constantly remind yourself about your reasons to change, which is going to help to strengthen your resolve. Surround yourself with people who understand what you're trying to do, people who can support you. These people are going to hold you accountable, and they're going to help you to create an environment which supports the new habit and makes it easier to stick with it. Remember, commitment isn't a one-time decision, but it's an ongoing process. You have to keep it up, you have to keep the commitment going. And finally, let's move on to your inner narrative. These are the stories that you tell yourself, and they can either support your journey or sabotage all your efforts at managing your cravings. Be mindful of the thoughts and beliefs that pop into your head when you feel like your cravings are kicking in. Ask yourself questions like, are these helpful or are they harmful? Counter any negative thoughts with positive affirmations, personal catchphrases that you can repeat to yourself over and over again. These are things that will consistently remind you of your strengths and your accomplishments. And by cultivating a positive inner narrative, you'll be a lot better equipped to face cravings head on and persevere through any tough moments that you encounter. Now, with these three key areas in mind, I want to give you three practical steps to help you deal with any cravings very effectively. If you haven't taken our free beginner's guide to getting sober yet, it's in the link down below. It's absolutely free at the moment. As I said, the links are down below. It's really going to help you to get through those first few weeks especially. Number one, practice mindfulness. When you feel a craving, pause, just observe it. There doesn't have to be any judgment involved in it. Just acknowledge the craving and then let it pass without needing to act on it. The idea is that over time you're going to develop a much healthier relationship with your cravings, and just makes it a lot easier to resist them. So you'll realize that your cravings are just thoughts and feelings. They're not going to harm you. They're They're not going to cause you any harm at all. Just surge the urge, let them pass, and remember the term, this too shall pass. It's a great term. Next, find healthy substitutes. Instead of giving into your cravings, just explore ways of bringing healthier alternatives into your life. Look for alternatives that are going to satisfy your needs without reinforcing your old habits. If you're trying to stop drinking, for example, if you're craving a drink, try drinking some water instead, or go for a walk. That was always my go-to. And the final tip is to build a strong support system. Like I said earlier, surrounding yourself with people who understand what you're trying to do in life is gold dust. Not only that, you're surrounding yourself with people who are happy to try and help you. Not everyone is going to be happy to help you. Not everyone is going to be happy to see you going where you want to go. These good people can really give you encouragement when you most need it. They can share your struggles and your successes, and don't hesitate to lean on these people. They're quite happy to do it for you. So in conclusion, just think about managing and overcoming your cravings during that first week of changing any habit. Think about it in terms of focusing on what you want in life, committing yourself to the new habit, practicing a positive narrative. Tell yourself good stories. By being mindful and exploring healthy substitutes, developing a good support system, it's going to make it a whole lot easier to navigate through any challenging period in your life, right? And emerge out the other side very strong. So keep believing in yourself, and remember that only you can make these changes happen. Believe in yourself, commit to yourself, commit to your journey, and understand that what you focus on is what you get. Take care of yourself, and I will speak to you again very soon from this quite chilly West Clare coast, onwards and upwards. Bye now.